Life in the Santos is the place to be. Life in the Santos, murder, sex, and a good cup of tea.
Life in Los Santos, where people meet and have fun. Life in Los Santos, when your friend is your gun.
Life in the Santos, but it's good to be alive.
Life in Los Santos, when you're trying to survive.
It's 9 p.m. It's Weasel News TV. It's live in Los Santos with your host, Piers Diamond. Sponsored by Cooper, and Cooper. Evening Los Santos, I am Piers and welcome you to Life in Los Santos, a program about this great city, the people, and the stories. Coming up on tonight's show. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Life in Los Santos. And here today, we're in the town hall here in Los Santos, and we have got here Charles Cooper III. Hello, Charles. How are you today?
Hi Piers, I'm very well, thank you.
Thank you for letting me into this town hall and into your office. If I just move the camera slightly around the office, this is a very nice office you got here.
The mayor's done me a good deed, and yeah, Cooper and Cooper offices is in a prestigious location within Los Santos, and we're very happy with it.
Okay, as we always start in these Life in Los Santos interviews, the purpose of Life in Los Santos is basically a current affairs program. Get to know the people of Los Santos, what makes them tick, why did they come to the city. Can you give a bit of a background about how you came to Los Santos?
Yeah, of course. So I
Hey,
started
F.
my
Valentine.
law career
How you
at
doing, mate?
university. I was at I don't know if you know it, the famous University of Cambridge,
Oh,
studying law.
Cambridge.
And
I was...
after
Sorry, carry on.
sorry, yeah, after I finished up at university, I worked in the city for a couple of law firms within London. Um, I was climbing the ladders, but due to some personal reasons and some work issues that maybe I don't want to disclose to everyone right now, I decided to follow in my grandfather and father's footsteps and go it alone. And decided to move to Los Santos and be my own boss and set up Cooper and Cooper law firm within this great city.
So, obviously, one of the questions a lot of people will ask you. Oh, I mentioned when you said Cambridge, I made that reaction because I was born in Oxford. So, the Oxford-Cambridge rivalry.
If I knew that, Piers, we wouldn't have had this interview, I'm afraid. You're
Regarding Cooper and Cooper and Cooper, can you tell me who the other two Coopers are then, please?
Yeah, so the first Cooper who really sort of started, family business within law, um, was was my grandfather Colin Cooper, and then after him, his son, my father, um, who was called Craig Cooper, uh, sort of carried on the family business, but I didn't actually go into the family business back home. I decided to go to London, and that's where some issues occurred within the family, and now I've decided to um, make Cooper and Cooper a little bit more international.
So, what was your dreams as a kid if you weren't going to be a lawyer then? What was your ambitions? Because you said you came into the lawyer because of certain other things, which we won't go into because that's personal. But what was your, when you were, say, 8, 9 years old, what was your ambition when you were growing up?
When I was 18, let me think, back when I was 8 or 9, long time ago, I would have said I wanted to be an astronaut, like any other kid at that age.
Astronaut. Yeah, that's yeah. I can picture you doing really well there. So, did you mention you went to Cambridge? What were you reading again? Sorry.
I was law, just, yeah, law.
Oh, of course, law. So that law is quite a complex course. It's about 3, 4 years, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a full 4 years there, and yeah, I finished top of my class in terms of marks, first class degree.
Oh, very nice. So, did you join, obviously, as part of the University of Cambridge life and being a student, stuff like that? Did you join any sort of like clubs while you were there?
Not really, Piers. I kept myself to myself. I must admit I was quite a sort of a loner within my university years. I didn't look as good as I do now. I wasn't as confident as I am now. Um, so yeah, I kept myself to myself. I was usually in my dorms studying.
And it's worked out really well for you. So, what appealed to you of Los Santos? What, when you came here, you thought, yes, I could do really well here?
Well, I mean, you know yourself, Piers. You know, what Los Santos has to offer is unlike any other city. The fast cars, the weather, the money, the beaches. It has everything that anyone in any profession would want, but certainly for a lawyer, it's the place to be.
This definitely is the place to be. Okay, so that's the introductions and the jobs. Have you met? Obviously, we can't mention any names. Have you met some interesting characters while you've been here?
Yeah, obviously, client confidentiality is an important thing within my business. But yeah, I've met quite a few. I have a few residents within Los Santos on my books, and yeah, they have some interesting stories, and it definitely keeps my job yeah, very interesting, shall we say.
I also like to stress to the viewers who are watching this show, thank you very much, viewers. There's quite a few of you watching, so I appreciate that. That this Life of Los Santos is actually sponsored by Cooper and Cooper and Cooper. They are sponsoring Series 1 of the show. Isn't that right, Charles?
That is right, Piers. Yeah, being a lawyer firm, we do have maybe some equity available for sponsorship, and it was only right to give back to the city and to a first class chap like yourself, Piers, who's starting up within the city to
Ah, thank you.
give a cash injection with this great.
Okay, so the next set of Life in Los Santos is I'm going to give you some questions and you just give me sort of like some quick answers if that's all right. So quick fire round, and then what I'm going to do is we're going to go into the which is a good favourite of the audience is hidden talents, but we'll do this quick fire round first though. So what's your favourite colour?
Green.
What's your
Colour of
favourite?
money.
Oh, lovely. What's your favourite car?
The McLaren, the T20, the one I drive.
The one outside. What's your favourite film genre? Hey, Morlock.
That's a difficult one. I would say non-fiction, documentary.
Okay, and leading to that question, what's your favourite film of all time?
There's so many to choose from. I couldn't pick one, Piers, if I'm honest. I would have to leave that one unanswered. Yeah, I couldn't pick just one.
No, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Um, do you play any sport? And if so, do you play it regularly? That's not a very good one, I know.
Well, I'm a member of the local Los Santos golf club. Big fan of golf. Um, try to get as many rounds as I can in. Always carry my 9 iron on me. Um, yeah, golf is my main sport.
Seems a lot of people like carrying golf clubs at the moment. Or was that just me being very observant of the city?
I mean, they're a legal weapon. Well, sorry, not a weapon. They're a legal item, I believe, you can carry. So I'm sure that's the reason why. And everyone's probably a keen golfer within the city.
Exactly. Okay, next question is if you could go back to another time period, which one would you go back to and why?
An interesting one. I think I would go back to the 1990s when I was a child, because as a kid, I think you take stuff for granted when you're a child, and I'd love to relive my childhood again. And I think it was a great time. I think when you're an adult, it gets a bit boring. But,
Yes.
when you're a child,
Yes.
it is all fun.
Yes, I'm a 70s 80s child, so I do remember the 90s being a college and university, actually. Okay, so next part of the show, thank you for answering those questions, is before we get the audience to ask you questions, there's quite a few people I'm sure that want to ask you some questions, is have you got any talents you can show us? Is there something we don't know about you that you can show? Like when we interviewed Devon, she let us know that she was a gymnastic and she showed some gymnastic moves, which were very impressive.
I mean, I've got some dance moves, but I don't think I really want them to go, out into the big wide world. I think I'll leave them to, just see them maybe at, the dark nights of Los Santos. But I do have one move that I'm a big yoga fan to relax. I'm big into my meditation. I do have an exercise, so I do have one move.
Yes, please show it. Keep those questions coming, guys, everyone. That's a press up. Oh my God. You've got very strong thighs and legs there.
All on the toes. It's all in the toes, Piers.
Wow, that is very impressive. I'm sure the crowd are pretty amazed by that. That is so good. Wow. I can actually hear them clapping.
It's years and years of
Sorry, I just got deafened by the crowd clapping. What did you say?
I said it's years and years of practice that's got me to this stage.
That is amazing. So yes, thank you. If you'd like to sit down again, we're going to open questions to the audience, which was a massive hit when we were talking to the experience, the Hancock experience. So I'm going to go through and see if we've got any questions. Yes, a round of applause, everyone, please. Yes, that's amazing. Thank you so much for that. So questions from the audience. So please, questions. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And we've got one straight away from one of our... Oh, it's nice to see Morlock from California back here again. He gave us some really good questions with the experience. He has got a question for you. What inspired you to become a lawyer?
That's an easy question. Mainly my father, but actually my grandfather was the most important person in my life, and I always wanted to be like him. And when he was a lawyer, I remember going to his office and pretending to be him. So yes, my grandfather.
Your grandfather?
Colin.
Wow, that's amazing. So Morlock has actually come in with a second question, but this Morlock is it's Morlock from New York. He appeared. So we seem to have some regular viewers here asking questions, which is amazing. So what do you do to relax? I suppose it's that yoga you've been just doing. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right, Piers. I like to yoga. I mean, as you can see, I'm a big smoker. I'm a big addict of smoking, and I like to drive fast cars, very fast, legally, obviously, within the limits of Los Santos.
So have you gone to that drag strip yet at up north near Sunny Shores, I think?
I have, Piers. That's where I test all my new cars to my fleet.
You should join me.
I believe.
You should join me on my little test run when I drive my cars. I go up past, which is Leah's garage, of course, now, because she's now the new garage owner, up to the petrol station. It's like a big circle. It's really good. So you could go and do that route with me one day. You'll probably win. But
you'll have to show me it, Piers. Yeah, you'll have to show me.
It's good. It's a good route to test
the legal limits. I'm sure.
Oh yeah. Oh well, on the highway you can go quite fast, so it's a good way of testing how fast your cars go. Basically, and I do that often. Anyway, we've got another question for you, and this is from Morlock in Chicago. This is a very popular name. He's saying, okay.
They get around a lot, don't they?
They get around a lot, this Morlock. Yes, indeed. He's asking, who's your favourite Teletubby? He does ask some strange questions.
Oh, easy. That would be Dipsy because he's green.
Dipsy, there you go, Dipsy. Now, I don't remember the Teletubbies. I was a bit too old for that. I was a Wombles man.
I mean, I think you've got Tinky Winky. He was purple. Poe, he was red. Dipsy was green, and I think it was La La was yellow. Yeah.
La La. Oh yeah, they had a
fan.
Didn't they have a song that got to #1 in the British charts, if I remember?
I think they did, yeah. Well deserved.
We've got a question here from Mbev. Mbev, who is from that lovely Washington state, actually, and he's just joined. Oh, thank you for joining us here at Life in Los Santos. What's your favourite Muppet? More questions, please, everyone.
I've never been a fan of the Muppets, to be honest.
Hey, Andy.
It's very Americanized. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to your viewer, but
No, it's fine. It's
the
fine.
Muppets don't do it for me.
Morlock, again from New York. Red is the best colour. Convince me otherwise. Convince him otherwise, not me.
He wants me to convince him that red's the best colour.
Yeah.
Well, if you see red, most of the time you're in trouble, aren't you? So it can't be the greatest colour, because if you see red, you're either angry, which is again is not very good. If you see red, you're bleeding, again not very good. Green, for instance, though, the colour of money, so the best
Yeah,
colour.
that's true. That's true.
I'm sorry, but your view is wrong.
Yeah, sorry, Morlock there. I think he's proven me right that green's the right colour. A question from AFCB from Los Angeles, very close to us, where we are actually. Best client in Los Santos and the strangest crime you had to get them off of. Well, obviously you can't mention the client's name, but you can mention the strangest crime you had to get them off of. At least you can answer that one, I guess.
Oh well, I won't mention. Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah, client confidentiality. But my favourite clients. It's a tough one, but there's one that springs to mind. He's within the medical service, I believe.
Valentine.
He gets into all sorts of trouble.
I think this is you.
I do question, what he does on a daily basis. But yeah, he's definitely my favourite client, so to speak. And what have I got someone off on? I mean, the police are very stupid around here, unfortunately. So when they accuse people of robbing banks, when they've actually got no evidence, in terms of they've never heard the person speak or even seen the person because they're wearing some sort of costume, and they arrest them for absolutely no reason because they didn't actually see him at the scene. So yeah, that comes quite a bit with the police here in Los Santos.
I've been
They're not the
hearing
brightest.
some policemen just either just taser you for no apparent reason, or they don't even read your rights and just put you in the pre-cell.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of them actually remember the rights, so I think that's an issue. I mean, they haven't got the best memory. Again, that's Chief Tackleberry's issue.
That's true. That's true. Anyway, question from Andy. Andy comes from that lovely city of it comes from Austin, Texas. Question: Star Wars or Star Trek?
I mean, it's going to have to be Star Wars, no?
Ah,
No
you're in my
competition.
books. You're in my favourite books. I'm a big Star Wars fan, so Star Wars there, everyone. Star Trek is great, don't get me wrong. We like anything science fiction, but Star Wars is better. Question from Morlock, and this is Morlock from New York, his third question. He's asking, oh my god, this is him asking it, not me, I must stress. Mankini or budgie smugglers?
Well, I don't know if Morlock can see me, but has he seen me? I mean, I would look great in a mankini. I have no doubt.
He is he is a good viewer of the Life in Los Santos series, so he might have seen you watching the Hancock Experience on Friday night.
I mean,
And
mankini all the way. With this body, it'd only be right, please.
who's Bob Ross and Tony? Oh, I know who you mean. Okay, you might not know who these people are, but let's try it anyway. Andy here, Andy from Philadelphia. Bob Ross or Tony Hart? Now, do you know who they are?
Yeah, Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, you do. They're both they were children.
Easy, yeah.
They were TV painters, weren't they?
Yeah, painters. Yes, they were. Bob Ross all the way.
All right. I'm just looking through my tablet to see if there's any more questions. Is there any more questions on the audience, please? Because we'll be wrapping up very soon. Because I know Charles Cooper is very busy. Yes, Morlock again. He really likes asking questions, doesn't he?
He
London,
loves it, doesn't he?
yeah, London or Los Santos?
Now that is a very good question. Where was this Morlock from? Sorry.
This is the New York Morlock. He's a
Oh,
nosy bastard.
This is his fourth question, isn't it? I would probably say Los Santos. London close second, but Los Santos.
Los Santos. Okay, Andy again. Would you like to be saved by the A-Team or MacGyver? Oh, that's a really good question, Andy, actually.
The A-Team. Yeah.
The A-Team, yes.
Just to go in the van. Yeah.
Now, Dallas or EastEnders? This is my own question. I might as well put one in.
I mean, Piers, I don't like any of them, but if I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to stick to my roots and EastEnders.
EastEnders. And we've got just 2 more questions left before we wrap this interview up. Oh no, Morlock has decided not to ask the question. That's fine. So we've just got 1 question left. Who's your ideal partner?
That's a good question as well, Morlock. You're coming in with some real good questions here. Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Oh, very nice.
One of the toes. Yeah.
Especially in Transformers.
One of the toes, because she's got 6 toes. Yeah.
Megan Fox, especially in Transformers. Very nice. She was a mechanic as well. Okay.
She can service my car any day, Piers.
Oh, definitely. Last question of the night then. Again, this is from Morlock. He's really having a good day today. Attacked by 100 duck-sized Gary Linekers or 1 Gary Lineker-sized duck?
I'll take the one Gary Lineker-sized duck.
Yeah, I think I would as well. Actually, that's a good answer. Thank you for that. And now the final bit of this Life in Los Santos, because I know again you're a busy man. Is there any questions you get the chance to ask one question to me, the host? Well, not the host, the reporter.
Yeah, Piers, who is your closest ally within Los Santos? You know, your biggest pal.
Ally. I've got a lot of friends. Well, I've got quite a few friends, but I think my allies. The thing is, my friends. Some of my friends are not my allies, sadly. If that makes any sense. I want to protect them, Bo, but I would say you actually, not groveling or anything. I think you're my closest ally at the moment.
You're gonna make me blush, Piers.
I've got many friends. Like I treat Leah, you know, the mechanic, the great mechanic, as a close family. There's Patrick and his donuts, really good donuts, by the way, viewers. You should really go and visit him at the Bean Machine shop. That's a really, really nice set of donuts he's got there. Arse liquor, I know. And then there's quite a few of the doctors are really nice. Like this Dr. Ballantyne is a character. He's a unique character, which I think we want in this city. Even some of these people who other people might think are dodgy or criminals, but I don't think. I think they're friends, like Hancock and Fahak and stuff like that. They seem really nice people. Yeah, there's quite a lot. There's so many people in this city who make the city great as they are. But of course, we have to mention the mayor. The mayor's doing an amazing job in the city, so I'm really looking forward to, after the roadworks have been done, what the city's going to look like.
Yeah, we all love the mayor.
Yes, we certainly do.
Very good man.
Very good man. That is it. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to watch this interview with Charles Cooper III. Yeah, thank you for the round of applause, everyone. Thank you very much. I do appreciate you all watching from your watching here live online. One day soon we'll have a live interview back at the Weasel News Studios, and let's have a round of applause for Charles Cooper III, please.